Hello. Um, I don't think I've ever made this type of video before. Um, what I mean here is, so I'm in bed, and I'll probably go into bed very soon, probably within the next half hour or so, I reckon. I'm not sure, 100%. So today has been, well, I guess today's a new day, since technically it's past midnight, but, we'll say yesterday. I'm referring to yesterday, so we'll say as of today. Okay. All right. So today was a good day. We got homework stuff. We got a decent amount of homework stuff done. Not like a lot, but like a little bit. Including one or two things I forgot to do for one class. So that was good. I'm glad I got that done. Another thing was that I also took care of a bunch of housekeeping stuff. So I've already swept, did my laundry, took out trash, but I also went ahead and just cleaned my blanket and my sheets. So I'm glad I did that. So tomorrow and over tomorrow and Sunday, here's the stuff I need to do. So I need to shower again. I need to do another internship module, and perhaps also take a little bit of time to try to work on something like a resume or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't need it immediately, but it might be a good idea to just get some kind of form of that going. Oh my god, I'm tired. And then also, if I could try to figure out something for the sociology class final. I'm not sure how successful I'm going to be on that front, but I might be able to get something. Might be able to get something done, so that'll be good if I do. If not, that's fine too. I don't really need to. Just yet. I mean, because that's in like a few weeks. Although in my sociology class, they did talk about how we kind of do some final stuff across a few weeks. So I don't know. I hope it won't be terribly long, because it kind of looks like excuse me. It kind of looks like we need to really do like one or two. We have to have this like one paper that's like about 1 or 2 pages. That's kind of like a research proposal, and then we'd also have like some kind of presentation based off of that that we'd make as well. And I don't remember what else there was, if there's anything else beyond that. So I know it was a presentation paper, and there's something else. I know that the teacher, she posted something on Classroom a little while ago, sometime back, about what would be on the final. So I probably need to look at that. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. I could also take some time to I guess take some time to do more video stuff. I started another Minecraft challenge. However, I didn't want to do a speed run, because I did like 3 of those. So I was just doing for 40 advancements. I think I should have done the last, whatever. I'm currently at about, I would say like 18, I think. It's almost halfway done. Yeah, so that's fun. So today oh my god. Today I watched this one documentary about this crew of guys that they were kind of like thinking about like how they planned their sort of like expedition to Mars, and so they were testing out like a bunch of the technologies and rovers and whatnot, and somewhere in the Arctic, and pretty much. And I thought that actual documentary was gonna have like part of it be where they're going there, and then part of it actually showing like, one of the missions, even if it's just one of the rover ones. I don't think we've had a person land on Mars yet. I don't think. I think it was only. Oh my god! I'm not sad, but I don't know why. Probably I don't know why my eyes are tearing up a little. Alright. Might need to keep it short because I'm really tired, but. Yeah, so I watched that. I thought that was kind of cool. And then after that, let's see. I watched this. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I watched this movie called, I think it was like Princess of Mars or something like that. It was like 2009. So it was a little goofy, but it was also kind of cool. So that it was fun. Glad I tried something new there. Then I was trying to watch this movie called like Martian Invaders or something, and it was kind of funny too, but it was starting to creep me out. Especially the part where the teacher, who's possessed by the alien, they just swallowed this frog whole, like right as they were looking very creepily at like the main character, like this young boy's face, and then they were like chasing after him, and I was like, okay, this is a little too creepy for my liking. So, I know it's not really the creepiest thing by any means, but. That's, I don't know. It's a little after that I was just kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to continue, but I might go back to it at some point. We'll see. Also, I don't really like getting creeped out or watching like spooky stuff, especially if I'm just by myself. Okay, now this is like a very small sort of space, so that does help, and like the door is locked and all that, but yeah, just stuff like that. But yeah, so that was fun. And then I was trying to, I played like a few minutes ago, like a Stargate SG-1 episode, but then I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do that right now. I didn't really feel like doing it because I was trying the new stuff. And then I tried to play a little bit of something else. And one of the other sort of new sci-fi things I was trying to enjoy watching, and that was kind of cool too. But those episodes are so long, and apparently it's like season 1, and it was like episode 1, but each episode is like an hour and 40 minutes or something, and there's 2 episodes for season 1, and that's the only season that's actually currently available. I don't know, I thought that was pretty funny. Other things today. So I talked about housekeeping stuff, video games, TV, school, work. Oh yeah. Today was also apparently one of the days for me to just think about sexual stuff quite a lot. Ever since I think it was like, I don't know, shortly after I started work, which was at like 9:30. So yeah, it's been at least, I know it's crazy because it was like, and I stopped doing it after like, a few hours ago, but pretty much from, at least like, I don't know, like at least like what 12 hours that I spent a bunch of that time just like listening to this type of audio. So mostly what I was, well, actually, pretty much the almost entirety of what I was listening to was just sort of like mommy dom type stuff, or not necessarily that, but just kind of like mother and son sort of like sex, like audios or stories or whatever, not like real ones. And like I've said before, like my diaries, I am not interested in my actual parents, my actual family. That's a big no-no. It's more so just about like the types of characteristics of this thing. And I don't really know why. So this is like like a particular fantasy that turns me on a lot. And honestly, I've kind of realized it's been a little harder to be turned on by other stuff. So like I'm kind of curious as to why that is. But nonetheless, I'm not too worried about it. But I don't know, I just thought it was interesting. But yeah, so I listened to, I guess, rather, a bunch of that. Some of it was pretty good. Some of it's kind of alright. I did masturbate a few times. It's unfortunate that, as much as I know that there's a lot of things about being a biological male, allergies stuff, that it's like really beneficial, really nice. There's one small kind of thing that I kind of wish that I had, that a lot of girls had, or biological females had, was to be able to orgasm multiple times in a row. Because like I have rare instances where I can kind of do it a little bit, but it's not very satisfying, or like I can't really like come for like a second or a third time very much. It might just be like a little, but it's not very much. It's a little bit harder to. So that's one thing that I wish I could have, but you know, it's not the end of the world, but it would be nice. Especially if I really want to act out some of my fantasies of say like group sex stuff, or things like, you know, threesomes or foursomes, or just, you know, general stuff, I guess, in that regard. But anyhow, so that's kind of crazy. I never made a video in bed here before, especially not in my actual bed back at home, considering, you know, I'm not allowed to bring my phone upstairs. But you know, this is college, it's my dorm, this is, you know, my bedroom, you know, the space where I play games, watch TV, do homework, eat snacks. I would say food, but I generally don't eat like actual food, just other than snacks and some candy whenever I have that. But yeah, so today was good. Maybe not like the absolute greatest, but like it was good. And you know, nice having a few messages back and forth with a couple of friends, and even a call from Dad, so that was nice. But anyway, I gotta get to sleep, so I gotta do that in probably the next few minutes or so. So I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there is some like music or whatever in the background. So I don't know, it's just really peaceful, kind of a little pretty in that sense. I don't know, it's not the best. Yeah, as you can't tell, I've really not been playing with my hair or anything. Yeah, I do this a lot more when I'm tired, so that's just kind of a signal that, hey, I need to go to sleep. But also, I don't know, I get sometimes a little be like, my hair has to look better, and then sometimes it is fine, and then sometimes when I curl up a bunch anyway, then it makes it just look weirder. So, whatever. Anyways, good night.